Hello, friends. Good afternoon. Sorry I'm a few minutes late. As usual, I'm running around. Those of you who know, I was away in the US for a little while and I just came back yesterday. So that's my excuse this week. Every week, there's always excitement and chaos going around. On the plus side, I am very excited that I feel like so many wonderful things in life to enjoy. On the downside, sometimes I'm not as organized as I want to be, but the important thing is that I still get to share stamping and share my enthusiasm with you and projects with you and connect with you. So I always make sure as much as possible to be here on Tuesday afternoons around 2 p.m. Eastern, no matter what my craft cave looks like, no matter what my tabletop looks like, I aim to be here. So because I love connecting with you and I hope you love connecting with me. So if you don't know me, my name is Genevieve Coe, and I live in Markham, Ontario, Canada. And I am a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and I have been for almost 15 years. Whoa, I can't believe time has flown so fast. I originally got the starter kit to enjoy the discount so that I could shop at a discount and save some money. But it did kind of morph into realizing that I liked sharing it with others and enjoying it with others. So that's how I got where I am. So each Tuesday afternoon around 2 p.m. Eastern, I hop on live here and I share some stamping with you. So, how is everybody doing? Make sure to comment in the box there, just so that I can know that you're here and that we can connect. And each week, I like to pick a winner out of all the comments. It just gives me a little happiness to read your comments, and it gives me an excuse to send you some happy mail. Um, so, just so you know, last week's winner was Katarina D. So, Katerina, I do have your address, so I will make sure to send your little gift to you. Or actually, I think there's something you might be picking up. I'm not sure. I know sometimes you're in the area, so we can figure it out. I've got your little gift, happy mail all ready for you. And so this week we are on to a new month. It is June. Whoa, is it June the 7th? Yes, it's June the 7th. So last week we were still in May, the last day of May, but June is a new month, which means there's new exciting things happening in the Stampin' Up! World and in my world and the crafting world. And so let me just share a few announcements with you and make sure, go ahead, like let me know if anything's not clear, if you have any questions. Oh my goodness, I have so many samples to share with you. I was away in the US for a demonstrator gathering. It wasn't like an official Stampin' Up! Demonstrator gathering, but there was one of my friends in the US realized that we might be just feeling like we need to get together with others in our little sisterhood community. Stampin' Up! Has such an amazing community if you want to be a part of it. So knowing that the incentive trip was canceled this year, and the incentive trip is one of the kind of rewards that Stampin' Up! Gives top demonstrators. I think only about 1% or less than 1% of demonstrators are able to achieve the trip just because it's not something you can earn by accident. It definitely comes with intentionality in terms of working the business aspect. But because of COVID, it was canceled, and Stampin' Up! Was so wonderful to bless us with some gifts. I still got some mailed gifts and some virtual experiences, but a demonstrator, Rhonda Wade in the US, she knew that we would still want to get together. So she actually organized something at a hotel in the US. And so not very many Canadians went just because I know it is tricky to cross the border. Even though I registered, I was like not sure, even right till the end, whether I was going to go. Um, but I did end up going, and I had a great time. And one of the activities was card swaps. So if you're not familiar with card swapping, it's basically you make multiples of one kind of card, and you get together, and then actually Rhonda did it for us. She exchanged them all so that I come back with a set of different cards. So the swap count was really high. It was like 78, 78 swap cards. So I'm used to making swap cards or having helpers help me make swap cards. But lately I haven't done a huge one like that. I've done ones like 20 or 25 or 10, but 78, right? So I think it didn't really clue into me, but thankfully I do have a little teenage girl in the neighborhood that helps me. And she helped me stamp everything. I didn't want to burden her by gluing everything down. So I said, if you could kind of stamp everything, maybe cut it, and then when I'm on the airplane, I'll assemble it. So I don't know. It didn't really work out for me to do it in the airplane. But when I did get to the hotel, bless those other stampers around me, I was working on them and they all came and helped me and it was fun and I got all 78 done. So I've got two bags full. I've got two bags full of swaps. So I don't know. I won't show them all today, but I'm just super excited that today's Tuesday and I have an excuse to show you some of these beauties. It's like, I don't want to say it's better than Christmas, but can you imagine the like I don't know. There's something amazing about the demonstrator community where like 78 people will want to make 78 cards just so that we can get 78 different ideas, right? It's so fun looking at the cards and getting the inspiration. And today's card that I'm going to do for you today is actually a case of a card that I got from the swap. So we really just love to inspire one another. So if you haven't joined my team yet or the demonstrator community, I really encourage you to join because it's so much more than just stamps, ink, and paper. You don't have to sell product if you don't want to, but that is a wonderful perk of being a demonstrator is that you have the ability to share the product and even earn a little extra side income. Or if you don't want to, you can just enjoy the discount for yourself and the amazing community. Or you can be like me and enjoy it all. So it's not hard to become a demonstrator. You just purchase the starter kit, which is always an amazing deal. You pick $165 worth of product of whatever you want. You pay only $135, no shipping. So in case you're wondering how you get in on all the excitement of being a demonstrator, that is how. So, okay, announcements for June. Hi, I haven't seen any comments come by, but I don't know whether that's Facebook or just everybody's being quiet. I've seen kind of names, but no comments. And I'm afraid to touch the screen. So, technology isn't my favorite thing. And those of you who love technology, even you probably know sometimes things you expect to happen don't always happen the way you expect. So since we're carrying on, I'm just going to keep going because um, we'll just have fun connecting together, and I may need to read your comments after because normally by now I've usually people are saying hello. So hopefully I'm in the right place. Okay, June. Things to know with Stampin' Up! In June. Number one thing to know is that there is a sale on the kits collection. So kits, buy one, here's the sale. It's a buy one, get one half price sale. So it's a BOGO sale. Buy one, get one half price. So our kits collection can easily be found. Just go to my website and click products, and then underneath there, there's something that says kits collection. So go ahead and click that. All those kits you see there are eligible for the promotion. And today I'm going to show you maybe one of the kits that I made a display board for. I don't know whether it'll show very well on the camera there, but I'll try. And but there's many to choose from, so you can go take a look. It's a great time to shop. Somebody actually reached out to me, Celia. I don't know if she watched my Facebook Lives, but she's like, perfect timing for this sale. She's a teacher, and so in the summer is when she has more time to craft and enjoy and relax. So she was already thinking that she might want to get some extra goodies to play with. So she's like, kits are perfect for her summer activity. Those of you who go to the cottage or go camping during the summer, the kits are the answer for you. And since they're buy one, get one half off, like perfect time to buy it. So that's June. Something else happening in June is that um, I have my host appreciation event. So if you got an invitation for that, I tried to like mail in the mail an invitation for that. Please make sure that you've RSVP'd. That's my on my plan for today or tomorrow to just like figure out my head count because my host appreciation event is on June the 18th in the morning. It will be a BOGO sale, another BOGO, where I'm going to be putting my retired product out for the taking, and you can get equal value of new product from the new catalog. So that's exciting. Make sure you RSVP for that. And Yes, because I feel like not everyone's RSVP'd, but because I've been away in the States, I haven't checked my head count. So if you got an invitation in the mail from me, you are eligible to come. Even if you didn't get an invitation for some reason, but you think you hosted a party or you're a club member in the past year, sometime during the past year, if you were a club member, you're eligible to attend. If you're a current monthly Paper Pumpkin subscriber, you're eligible to attend. And if you're one of my Memories Matters scrapbooking subscribers, you're eligible to attend. Okay, so only those four categories are eligible to attend. So it is kind of an exclusive event. So that's the reason to join stuff, my friends. That's a reason to be part of my club, or a reason to host a get together with your girlfriends. You get this special event. I do it every year, and even during the pandemic, we still did it, even though it was on Zoom. So yay for host appreciation event. What else can I tell you about June? Okay, my June class schedule is up. You can just go to my regular link. Oh, my paper's really dirty here. Okay, it's going to be very distracting for you, but I won't run around and look for more paper. But my regular link, the Linktree/Stampin' for Fun, you can go there. My new class schedule link is there. You can just click it and go check out what's happening. For July, right? Okay, because we're in June. So June class registration is closed. I am in cutting mode for that, so too late. But don't miss out on my July classes. I know it seems early to be thinking about July and summer, but it's really not, especially because I will be away in Quebec over July. And so I want to do as much prep ahead of time as possible, which is why the class schedule's up, ready to register. We've got Christmas in July, which, by the way, there is a little error. I feel like my registration form doesn't, I may not have, anyway. Christmas in July, the price is the same. It's just I'm not sure whether I'm going to include a stamp set or whether I'm going to include a little goodie bag, because I'm waiting for my Christmas stuff to arrive. It's supposed to arrive tomorrow, I think, fingers crossed. So then I'll decide, once I look at all the new holiday stuff, I'll kind of decide what I'm doing for my Christmas in July class. But go ahead and register for that anyway, because the price is going to be the same. um, Also in July, excuse me, whenever I get talking, get so excited. Christmas in July. Also in July, I have a friendly hello class. So what's awesome about that class is you will receive the stamp set in the class absolutely free. Plus, you'll get additional $35 worth of products. So if you're not familiar with the friendly hello stamp set, give me a minute. I'm going to look for it so that you can see it, because it is actually included with the class. Okay, hold on. Sorry, it's so dangerous in my space here. I'm pretty sure. Here we go. Okay. But I now actually realized I do have to check. So supplies are limited on this. Um, Supplies are limited on this class. So it really depends how many of these stamp sets I have. So I really should have looked to see how many I have before I start taking registrations. But I know I have a few, so um, here I already have one, so at least one person can sign up. I've got the cards designed and we're ready to rumble. So classes are a fantastic way to get your Stampin' Mojo going without having to do all the work of designing and cutting, because I do that for you. And it's just a service that I offer because I love stamping so much. I want to share it with you. So make sure to register for those July classes. Okay, so I think we are going to get started with stamping, and I can share with you the product of the month. I can share with you the project that we're going to make, and let me know if you have any questions, although for some reason I don't see any comments today, but we'll get started. Okay, let's flip this around. And thank you to all of you last week who were so super sweet about my, as I was doing my live, there was like, it sounded like someone came home and I wasn't expecting anyone home, and I didn't know whether I should go up and check or just hide down here and keep on with my life. You guys were so sweet. I was laughing at the comments last week when you guys were like, okay, you have to go up and check, but take the scissors with you. And somebody, I think it was Maureen, was asking like, what's Kevin's school? If we don't hear from you, we'll call him and let him know. And so so it was fine. It was Kevin that came home because he had to, I don't know, he had an appointment or something, so he came home from school. So it was fine. But I felt so loved, I have to tell you. I felt so like Awesome that you guys were so concerned for my well-being. So hopefully today Murphy's Law will not strike and that everything will go smoothly during our live today and I don't have to go running around the house checking if a robber's breaking in or answering the door or anything like that. Okay, so let's get stamping. Let's turn this around. I already warned you here that my tabletop is pretty much a nasty disaster. I have been stamping up a storm since I came home yesterday because I know I want to get my June classes in the mail and at the same time design for July before I disappear to Quebec. And I can't wait, by the way, for my Quebec experience. I was talking with my tutor this morning and I said, okay, like I'm so excited. Let's just practice. I mean, we always practice talking in French, but I don't know. I just love talking to him. We talked about all sorts of things. I got a French video up, and we analyzed it together, and so we had a lot of fun. So I can't wait to just have more excuse to talk French all day when I go to this program in Quebec. I think I saw Carmen drop in. I know she speaks French, so maybe you guys, some of you will humor me and we can do a Zoom and we can practice speaking French too. So I'm just really ramping up to. But don't worry, Layla, I don't know if Layla's watching, but Layla said, don't forget to speak English because I don't speak French. When you come back and do your classes, they still have to be in English. And don't worry, I will never forget my mother tongue. English is my first language, really. So don't worry. 5 weeks in Quebec, I'm sure will not erase a lifetime of English. But okay. So let me introduce you to the new product of the month for June. And if you're new here and you don't know, but what I try to do is I pick a product at the beginning of the month, and each week on Tuesday afternoon, I share one card or one project using the product of the month. So this is the product that I picked for this month. Let me show it to you in the catalog. It is the Charming Sentiment Stamp Set along with the sentiment silhouette dies. Okay, so this is a really interesting bundle, and I thought you guys would really love to see what's going on with this bundle. Hopefully, you've all had a chance to browse the new catalog, see what's in there. So many beautiful things. And let me show you where it is in the catalog because I actually missed it on the first go around. I think I saw it, but then I didn't order it right away, and then it came back into my kind of into my viewfinder, and I was like, why haven't I used this? So I'm just gonna put that there for you so that you can see where it is. It's on page 38, and this is actually the stamp set of one of the Million Dollar Achievers, Lisa Curcio. And I love that she helped design the stamp set. And who doesn't need a stamp set full of sentiments? Hello, me. I love looking for fun sentiments, new sentiments. But what's unique about this is that there are actually dies that will help cut out the various sentiments. So how many of you have, stamped something and wanted it kind of popped up a bit? And then so you end up using your scissors and cutting around, and it usually like looks fine, but it does have a little bit of a rough edge. So now the problem is solved because now we have dies that coordinate with the sentiments. So just a reminder, if you see anything you like, you can just head to my online store and shop. So I always have an online shopping special. And this month for June, the online shopping special is that any order $60 or more will get a package of the brand new embellishments, the in color opal rounds. Aren't they so cute? Okay, so take advantage of that just by shopping on my online store. Okay, so I just want, and if you just want to browse, you can go to this link as well and click browse and shop. And then, as I told you, the kits are on sale. Buy one, get one half off. There's also a link directly to the kits page on at this link tree. Just remember, there's like a little dot between the R and the EE. Linktree/Stampin' for fun. Okay, so doesn't this bundle look great? Aren't you excited that we're going to be using it all month? So let's dive in. What do I want to show you? Okay, so I want to show you just the range of all the sentiments that are in there. It is a photopolymer stamp, which is helpful because you can kind of see right through, and it makes it a little less expensive because red rubber is more expensive. Um, it is with really detailed stamps. I think Stampin' Up! Still chooses to use the red rubber, just the quality of the rubber is good. Um, but it did help keep this price a little more reasonable, the fact that it's the photopolymer material. And then let me show you the dies. Okay, what's interesting about these dies is that there is a die for each one of these sayings. Okay, so you can see them here. But in addition, there's what I call like bonus dies. Okay, so you can see there's like little heart, stars. This one looks like a little candle. I haven't had time to try them all, but I think that's a candle. So anyway, I think that makes it a little more versatile. So that's the product that we're going to be focusing on all month, and that I will make sure to use in every card or project that I show this month. Okay. So, sorry about, I hope it's not too distracting for you. I just didn't get a chance to change my paper. So let's dive in and create. And those of you who are stampers, go ahead and create with me. Just grab your stuff. I'll try to give measurements as I go along, and go ahead and create with me. Even if you don't have exactly the same stamp set or the same paper, you can always substitute with what you have. I want you to have fun in these videos. I want you to enjoy stamping. And if you don't know what to do or you don't have the supplies, like, reach out to me because I am more than happy to help. I love to help with stamping. So I'm taking an 8.5 by 11 sheet of basic white thick cardstock. Okay, and then we are going to, I cut it in half at the 5.5 inch mark. Okay, so I'm basically cutting the cardstock right in half, and then we're going to score it at 4.25. Okay. So that's what's fantastic about our trimmer, the Stampin' Trimmer. We've got a cutting blade, we've got a scoring blade, all in one. Plus we have this longer arm, so when we have to cut larger pieces of paper, which we'll be doing shortly, you will see it's really useful. Okay, so this is going to be our card base. Thank you to Karen Duke, who inspired me with this card from her swap card from our event. Unfortunately, Karen wasn't actually, she's a fellow Canadian, but she actually wasn't able to come um, because her friend fell ill. And so at the last minute, she couldn't come, but she still sent her swaps along. And so I still got one of her beautiful swaps. So I'm using the Melon Mambo cardstock, a bright, cheerful color. And I just cut it so that it will be a quarter, there'll be a mat on here that's a 1/4 inch smaller. So I just cut it at 5.25 inches by 4 inches. Did I cut it at 5.25? Looks like I cut it. Yep. Okay. So then that gives us a nice mat. I think we can go ahead and adhere that down. And why did I pick the Melon Mambo color? So for those of you who know, Stampin' Up! Is all about color coordination. So this gorgeous designer series paper called Hues of Happiness, right there it tells you the different colors that are being used um, in the paper. So Melon Mambo was one of the colors, and it was like, perfect, I love pink. We're going to use Melon Mambo. And I am going to grab some of the paper here. And isn't this gorgeous? So one side has the beautiful flowers. The other side has sort of like almost like a painted, textured paint effect. Isn't that awesome? So I am going to cut that again a 1/4 inch smaller. So it's going to be 3 3/4 by 5 inches. Okay, so I'm not really sure. See, because it's different, I don't know whether I want to use this one or I want a little more of the dusty. Maybe I'll go with some of this Blush and Bride just to get a little more variation. So let me know what you think, although I'm still in the stage where I can't read your comments. Should I brave it? Should I touch the screen and see whether it'll help me to see your comments? Okay, well, I touched the screen. Oh, see? Now I see a comment. Oh, Paulette, see? Now I'm seeing your comments. Paulette says, I would love to do a Zoom in French. Oui. Okay, I will totally. Oh, I would love that, Paulette. Okay, I'll reach out to you. Okay. Okay, so now we've got a really nice layer here. And then I'm going to just stick with this sweet. Oh, I'm so happy I can read your comments now. It was worth taking the risk and touching the screen to see if it would get Facebook to show the comments, because now I feel like we're together. Before I kind of felt like I was talking to myself. Okay, so we've got this beautiful designer series paper. We've got the Melon Mambo. We've got the card base. I'm not going to put the paper away quite yet, but I am going to show you the bundle that goes along with that paper. It's the Happiness Abound stamp set with the Blossoming Happiness dies. So I'm going to take just this very neat kind of border die. Those of you who came to Stamp Camp, you'll know I used a die from this set. I think I used this one that looks like kind of like a spiral notebook edging. So I'm going to take a piece of vellum and I'm going to do the edging with that die. Okay, so let's do that. Let's cut the vellum. I'm not sure what size we're going to do here, but we'll figure it out. Maybe 3 or 4 1/4 by 3, something like that. Let's see. So don't cut yet. If you guys are tracking with me, you don't have to cut yet. Let me play around and see what size I want. Or maybe we'll do 4 by 3. 4 by 3 and see how that looks. Okay, so this is our vellum cardstock. It gives a nice layer. There's a little bit of transparency there. Yeah, I don't know if that's quite big enough for what I want. It is nice. Maybe just a little bit longer. So we'll do, don't worry. Those of you who are like super concerned about saving paper, don't worry. I stick it back in here and I'll use it again. I know some people that are so worried about cutting their paper, they'll do everything first with copy paper and check all their measurements before they cut their real paper. I am not like that, sorry to say. I am always in a rush when I craft. It actually makes me feel happy, like I'm being super efficient because I'm just going for it. So cutting at 4 1/4 inches by 3 inches. I just wanted it a tiny bit longer. Yep. Yep, I think that's fine. And then I'm going to put this edge. Now, for those of you who have these dies or will be purchasing these fun dies, I want you to know that it cuts out this, it looks like the side of a notebook, really. Okay, it cuts out these little holes, but it only cuts out one side. Okay, so what's key here, I think, if I've got it correctly, is I am putting the blade on the outside. Okay, not this way, because if I put the blade on the inside, it's going to cut this piece right off. Okay, and all my nice little, which is fine if that's something that I want to use, but I want to use this whole piece of vellum and just have the design on the edge. Okay, so I think the key is to put this long cutting blade on the outside of the vellum, on the outside side of the vellum, if that makes sense. Let's see whether it works. So let me grab my cut and emboss machine. I'll actually use my mini one. My big cut and emboss is actually on the floor. Like there's no room on the tables anywhere in my craft room. So it's currently living on the floor. But you know how it is. When you go on vacation, there's like so many things to do beforehand. And I just really had to prioritize. And my 78 swaps were more important than cleaning the craft cave. So that's the truth, my friends. Okay, so I'm going to just put this on here, making sure I'm just trying to get as close to the edge as I can. Okay, and then we'll just roll it through. Okay, the mini is just a great size for portability. Again, those of you who go to cottages, see? Doesn't it give it that fun little edge? Okay, now I'm so glad I did do the blade on the right side. Okay, so I covered that. I'll stop talking about it. You're like, got it, Genevieve. You don't have to keep bringing it up. Okay, so let's move this over here. Oh, okay. Okay, and then let's put our little mini cut and emboss away. And we'll put the die away so we don't lose it. Okay, and then I am going to take a couple of dies from here because what's fun about this designer series paper is that we can cut things out of it. Okay, so let's see what we've got here. We've got yellow. I don't know, I kind of wanted to stay with the pinks, although the yellow would be cheerful too. But let me see whether I can stay with the pinks. Yeah, okay, I think we've got a really nice one here. So let's cut that out. Oh, maybe this will fit in my big cut and emboss and I won't have to do some funny cut. Let's see. Okay, big cut and emboss. Let's make room for you on my messy table. Okay. Oh, silly Facebook. I feel like you've gone back to not showing me the comments again. But go ahead. I'm sure I'll be able to read them afterwards when I look at the replay. So the dies coordinate with the designer series paper. So we should be able to match it up and cut out the flowers from the paper. See, isn't that fun? Oh my gosh, the colors are beautiful on this paper. The images are beautiful. What's not to love, I tell you? What is not to love? Those of you who came to my stamp camp got a good overview of many things in the new catalog. But for some of you who haven't, had that chance, hopefully my Tuesday at 2 videos will still give you a nice range of different things in the catalog so you can kind of see how to use them, what they look like in real life, and all of that. So let me put these dies away so that I don't lose them. Okay, and so I know some people that just sit in front of the TV and just kind of cut these out ahead of time, but I don't do that because sometimes I like to use the other side, right? So I don't want to commit to cutting out all the flowers because I might want big pieces on the other side. Okay, so we've got our beautiful flower. Let's get back to our card here. And then I haven't even gotten to the actual product of the month that I definitely wanted to use this month. Okay, see, everything's coming together. Doesn't that vellum give a nice layered touch to it? Okay, so where's our product of the month? Hello, where did you go? Okay, let's clean up a bit here. Okay, I'm sure it's here. It was hiding. Okay, so which one should we use? What goes well? Wishing you everything wonderful. Wishing you everything wonderful. Let's do that. Although good luck would be nice too. I don't know. Let's try the wishing you everything wonderful because but so many great, I love this one, Faith Over Fear. This stamp set is great. So great. Okay, so we'll put this on here and I'm going to stamp it using the Memento Black ink onto some basic white cardstock. If I just look around, there's always some hanging around on my table. Okay, so there we go. We will so happy. I love how crisp and clean that looks. And normally, if I wanted to pop it up, I'd be like fussy cutting around and it would look a little rough. But hello, coordinating dies, sentiment silhouette dies. Let's find the coordinating one. Is it this one? Let me just check. Yep, Perfect. Perfect, perfect. So let's cut that out. I mean, who doesn't love a sentiment set that has coordinating dies? Like, that's like brilliance right there. Because sometimes you'll use the sentiment just flat on your card. It'll be great. You can still do that. But sometimes you want it popped up. You want that extra layer and texture. So it makes it perfect. So let's pop this on. Here we go. And it cuts it very tight, like it's tight. Okay, which is what you want, I think. Otherwise, if it's not tight, you'd be like, well, I could just cut it with my paper snips and make it look kind of more bubbly. But we want it nice and tight, so I tried my best to line it up. It does line up really nicely. And then we just roll it through. So I'm using the mini, but of course you could use the standard cut and emboss machine. And it's like magic. To me, it is like magic. We just rolled that through. Boom. Boom. Yay. Okay, I'm very happy. So all month you'll see me using this bundle because it will be our product of the month. Are those of you on Team S.T.I.C for our team celebration, each month we always have a stamping night. We'll actually be using this bundle in the stamping portion of our get together. So Team S.T.I.C, if you're watching, you know you can get ready. We always meet on the third Tuesday of the month, so I guess not in July. I don't know. Maybe I'll get some Team S.T.I.C girls to do some demos in July so that you guys can still get together. I might even be able to join on too. I just didn't want to commit to anything while I'm in Quebec because who knows what's going to happen there. I might meet lots of French friends and be out painting the town red. Who knows? Okay, so I think that is our card. Let's start adhering things down. Go ahead and tell me what you love, which products you're loving. And don't forget, when you shop online, you can take advantage of the June online shopping special to get these free gems as long as your order is $60 or more. So I keep it pretty reasonable. You don't have to break the bank, but of course there's a new catalog, so there's a perfect excuse to do a little shopping. Okay, I don't know whether I want it completely flat, raised up a bit. If I do raise it up a bit, let me find my, I took all my dimensionals to St. George to make my 78 flop cards. The question is, did I get them out of my suitcase? Stay tuned. Digging through here. Let's see. This is the little travel bag I use when I... Oh yes, here we go. I do have some dimensionals. So what I might do is kind of pop up the vellum, but try to hide these little dimensionals kind of in a spot where I think I might put the flowers. I know, don't die, I'm putting it on an angle, but it's because Karen's card was on an angle, and when you know you like it, because she already did it, I'm like, oh, I want mine to be on an angle too. Okay, so I just popped it up a little bit there, and then we'll put our little flowers. Okay, we could actually, I wonder if there's dies for the, there's like, here, maybe we can see it here, right? Like this greenery. Let me check whether the dies match. Sorry, getting off track here, but it might be nice to have the little greeneries. Nope, not that one. Maybe this one. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, hooray. Let's cut those out too. Okay, so not only can the flowers be cut out, the little greenery can be cut out too. So let's do that. Let's see whether it'll work with our mini. The mini actually does a lot more than you think. Because when you think about it, when you're making a card, how often do you really need the larger pieces? Okay, let's do this one down here first. Add a little greenery, and then our card will be almost complete. In the meantime, I hope I don't lose the pieces I already cut out. Okay. Oops. Sometimes it helps to put a little washi tape so that it doesn't wiggle and jiggle all over. Okay. I am okay with non-perfection in stamping because that just proves that it's handmade. But look, turned out great. Let's do another one here. Okay, perfect. So let's put this die away so I don't lose it. And now I think we're ready to finish our card. Now we've got, okay. Okay, where did our card go? Here we go. We'll put some dimensionals here to finish this off. So every time I go to a stamping event, I always learn new things, or I always end up trying something new. And I'm starting to be of the mindset that it's okay to use 1,000 dimensionals on things. I usually am pretty chintzy and just use like one or two, but other demonstrators, like they put them all over. And I'm starting to see the benefit because then when you're mailing it or transporting it, you don't have all this wobbliness. Like I'm just kind of putting one or two. Like I definitely could have put more, and I think it would have been a little more stable there. Okay, so let's see. Oh, okay, let's use glue dots to stick those down, or we can use our seal too. I need my, I don't know where my, here I found one. Silicone mat, very useful here. There we go. And then we can have that on an angle too, right? Well, I don't know. See, I do feel a little itchy and strange, but you can't really put it straight because the whole thing's on an angle. So I think the words have to be on an angle too. What can you do? I do feel a little strange. Oh well. Sometimes we must overcome and live on the edge. And this is my idea of living on the edge, putting things on an angle. And then here's a perfect excuse to use these new in color opal rounds that you'll get free with your online $60 order this month. Right, like this sweet pink. I know this is supposed to be the, okay, let's see. This is supposed to be like the polished pink. I think we'll just put a couple. Whoa, it's like jewels, candy. So satisfying. Hello. Okay, I should have used my take your pick tool. There we go. Okay, so now you have seen this die and stamp set combo in action, which is our product of the month, but you also got a taste of the Hues of Happiness Designer Series paper and one of the fun dies in that bundle. So I'm hoping you love it. I'm seeing lots of hearts come up, so I guess you like it since I can't read the comments, but I will sign off here and go back and read the comments. Oh, I saw a couple. I touched the screen again. Good, good. I'm glad you guys like it. So just a reminder, my July class schedule is up. Let me know if you know. I'm not that talented. It's called looking. Oh no, we can't sign off. I have to show you some swap cards. that made me think about the swap cards. Okay, let's grab a few from my pile here. So what we do as demonstrators is we share ideas. We are a very sharing, it's almost like a little family community. So this is, yeah, you don't like, if you do card making, do not feel like you have to invent everything yourself. No, 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 no. I mean, you can if you want, but part of the joy for me actually comes from just making it. And we are welcome to, I mean, for me, for sure, you're welcome to copy any of these ideas. And this one, as I told you, I cased, we call it CASE, C-A-S-E, copy and share everything, from Karen Duke in Edmonton, Alberta. So it's almost the same. I think I changed maybe the gems, I changed a bit, but pretty similar to what she created for our swap. So these are just a few. Who's this one from? Dawn Stock. Look at that. Okay, so it was totally worth it for me to make 78 cards so that I could come back with so many beauties. I didn't even see this stamp set in the catalog, so now I have to go look for it. So Paulette, I saw that you would Zoom with me in French, so I'm going to be on you. I'm gonna make sure that we're talking French together because I gotta practice before I go to Quebec. I'm a little nervous. I'll probably be the oldest person there, but I'm just going with an open mind and making friends, ready to make friends, even if they're all university students, 20 years old. This is from the new host set, and this is the host designer series paper. So think about hosting a party so that you can get access to these products, or as long as your order is $200 or more, you'll also get access to it. Or sometimes you can ask friends, you can share the catalog with friends and group your orders together so that you can get those host rewards. I think they're called stamp and rewards now. These are all swap cards. Like, can you imagine the joy? Oh, look at this. Our product of the month right there. Who made this card? Kate. I don't know who Kate is, but it is a beautiful card. She's using the new in colors here, the Sweet Sorbet, Tahitian Tide, Starry Sky, Parakeet Party there. Isn't that fun? Okay, yay, perfect. Showcasing our new product of the month. This one is the Sending Smiles stamp set. Those of you who came to Stamp Camp would have seen that. Oh, I think we're gonna play with this. I did not buy the cherry bundle, but it's definitely on my list. Who is this one from? Oh, embossed with clear powder and Kool-Aid to be cherry scented. Smell. Okay, I will smell. Who made this? Denine's Craft Corner. So that's what I'm saying, my friends. Being part of the demonstrator community, I mean, hello. Okay, I'm smelling it. I think it's like, oh, it does smell. It's like a scratch and sniff. Ah, okay, that's pretty awesome. Oh, but I kind of wrecked it by scratching, but it definitely made the smell more obvious. Oh, that's awesome. Okay. See, I looked at all the swap cards, but I did not like examine them. I hope you're having fun here. Oh, here's that Hues of Happiness designer series paper. Whose card is this? Oh, my buddy Jennifer Cotton. Thanks for sharing your swap card, Jennifer. The problem, it's not really a problem, but whenever I swap like this, it just makes me want to buy more stamps. So be warned. I'm buying this. I'm buying the cherry one, and I'm definitely going to be buying this butterfly one. Like, look at how pretty and cheerful that is. I don't know who made that one. Okay, one more. This is Melissa. Somebody named Melissa. I don't know her. But isn't that gorgeous? She put this frame around it. It's not a shaker card, but here, let's open it and take a closer look. She's also using our product of the month right here. See that? See that? So great, the product of the month. So if you haven't picked it up, you should definitely. Let's check the price on that because it would be a good thing to add to the starter kit if you've got a few things on your wish list there. I'm pretty sure, yeah, it's a little stuck. Yeah, there's no window sheet. It's just she put that texture on there. Oh, that's awesome. Awesome. Thank you so much, Melissa Winks. Thank you for sharing your swap card. Okay, so I hope you are excited as I am to be using our new product of the month all month. And I hope you are excited to stamp with me in July, even though I'll be in Quebec, but you'll still get the tutorials, you'll still get to enjoy, you'll still get the inspiration. Maybe I should, hang on, where is it? It is called Charming Sentiments. Sorry, I want to check the price so that you guys know how much it is. Page 38. So the key here is to buy the bundle, okay? I mean, you can just get away with the stamp set and then buy the dies later, but I don't recommend it because when you buy it together, you save 10%. Yeah, so the bundle is $72. Great. If you decide to buy the bundle from my online store, you'll automatically, as long as you use the host code of the month, you'll automatically receive the lovely gems, which are now hiding somewhere here as my online shopping special. Okay, great. That's our product of the month. Let me flip the camera over. Here's our card today. Thank you for joining me as I created it. Okay. And have a great afternoon. I will be back next week on Tuesday to share another project with you using our product of the month, and we'll probably share more swap cards too. So don't be shy to reach out. I love to answer your questions. I love to share stamping, and have a great afternoon. Thank you for joining me. Bye for now.